Hello Sagittarius, welcome to Red Flora Tarot. Thank you for coming by, thank you for coming to visit me. Change the format up again, I'm still refining this whole process, okay, so bear with me. I wanted to bring a little more unique message to my channel, and so I've done a few things. Number one, I'm going to bring the sound ball back. I did bring it in last month. I'm going to continue to do that. I also switched up my deck a little bit to the Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed. I love it because it's focusing on positive messages, which is where I want to go with this. I love the Rider-Waite deck. It is the foundation to tarot, is it not? But it wasn't giving me the kind of positive messages that I want to share with people. I don't ask for money, I don't ask for donations, and I do that purposeful. That may change. Right now, it is me just doing this on my own time, which is few and far between. That's why I'm only doing it. Try to do it twice a month. It was too much. It can be quite overwhelming. You would be surprised on how much energy this requires. With that said, again, I come back to the positive energy that I want to share with people. I've been through so much in my life. It's so important for me to be able to share something with humanity that truly means something to me. So I truly hope that you understand that. These messages are not going to resonate with everyone, but if it doesn't, you don't need to say that. Just move on, okay? I think I've been very clear with that from the get-go. It is not going to resonate with everyone, but those that it does, it's truly going to be a blessing to you, and I truly hope that it is. Again, I wanted to focus more on the positive parts of this because that's truly where I sit with all of this kind of thing. You wouldn't be here if you didn't have a feeling for this yourself. So thank you for watching and sharing and subscribing, okay? Because that's what's gonna motivate me. That's what's gonna help me give back. That's why I do this, okay? So thank you. Sagittarius, by the way, 1 month I think you were like well over 1,700 likes, and I was ecstatic. Thank you. That just made my heart grow, you know. So appreciate you. So with that said, I'm also bringing in a new thing. I love to read, and most of the stuff I read is some sort of expansion of self-help, whatever, however you want to call it. This month I'm going to do The Prophet. Okay, if you have never read this book, it's fantastic, and it's a wonderful read. So I did, for every sign, I just flipped through and focused on your sign, and this, for my dear Sagittarius, was the little part that my eyes went to. And it says, oh wait, before I go there, let's do a little sound. Did this on somebody else too. My sound bowl. Okay, it's third eye chakra. So when I do the reading, I really want you to focus as this is ringing in your ears. Take a deep breath, close your eyes, get focused, send me a message, because I want to reply to you in some way, shape, or form, okay? That's why I do this, because I want to give you something. I want to. I'm not always going to, but I want to. So focus on what it is you want to hear from me, and I will try to touch on that at least somewhat. Here. Wow, that was just one more time. All right, here we go. Deep breath. One more. Going on with you, Sagittarius. That was intense, and you know, and based one, because I was focusing on your sign prior to this, I got this reading and I read it, and I thought, oh, okay, this one, all of them have been incredible. I don't make this stuff happen. I just allow it to be whatever is I am guided to. So this was your reading, and so before I read this, I want to appreciate you, and I know that a lot of people went through a really tough August in one way, shape, or the form or the other. So perhaps we're going into Leo season. We're coming out of retrograde. Things are going to pick up, okay? Things are going to get, it's not going to start off like that. It's going to get better. It's going to keep, that energy is getting better. So, verily, all things move within your being in constant half embrace. The desired and the dreaded, the repugnant and the cherished, the pursued and that which you would escape. These things move within you as lights and shadows in pairs that cling. And when the shadow fades and is no more, the light that lingers becomes the shadow to another light. Let's think about that. When the shadow fades and is no more, the light that lingers becomes the shadow of another light. Okay, so let's analyze that just a bit as we're shuffling these cards. What does that mean? July was a tough month. And there were a lot of things brought to light, right? Through the shadows of ourselves, and how we perceive and where we go, and how we feel and what we think, and how people feel about us and how we feel about them, and about our jobs and about people we work with, about our homes, about our family, all of these things. It's dark and light and dark and light. And every time we come out of a dark space into this light, and then we go the next step, it gets brighter, it becomes more enlightened, we become better at it, we become more understanding of it. That's what we're talking about. And I do believe, not only for you, my dear Sagittarius, but for everyone, we're picking up light. We're getting brighter in our understandings and in our comprehensions. We're coming through an aspect of August that was kind of a tough call. We had these lineups, we had these weird planetary aspects that were going on, and with the new moon in Leo, it's really going to shift gears for a lot of us, And Sagittarius, you're not alone. So whatever was brought to light for you in July might just come into light even brighter for you in August. I wouldn't be surprised. So, but let's see what the cards say. Let me just continue with this a little bit longer. These cards are huge. The Colette Baron Reid, Good Tarot, fantastic book. I don't know if I showed that to you already, but I'm going to make sure I do that with everybody. Let's see what it has to say. I mean, I shuffle the heck out of these between every reading, and it's just like, okay, everybody's got some seriously heavy, oh, wow, fan-frickin-tastic. Okay. Sagittarius, I'm not going to mince my words here. You've had a hard time. There's been things happen. A lot of tough energy, I want to say. Not necessarily super difficult situations. That's not really what I mean, although they may have been there. I think your emotional and mind, your knowledge of these things have been hard pressed. But you're a fighter. You're strong. You've tamed that savage beast, as they say, to a level and to a degree that I don't even know that you were aware that you did. There might have been a difficult situation that you found yourself and stepped into, that you calmed it down. You brought it back into alignment. And the reason I say that is because we have the Five of Air, or the Five of Wands. You got kind of battered up by it. You know, it wasn't, but you, anytime I see birds, and I've been saying this all day, they're like my totem, and they're like the divine messengers for me, anyway, personally. And so when I see them, I see, you know, because also you have temptation. I mean, like 3 different readings got this today, and I swear to God, I've shuffled these so hard, I don't understand. But it's a similar energy, you know. And Sagittarius, you're dealing with what I think a lot of people are dealing with, this temptation to take a different step, different route. The cards, however, here is telling me that your strength and your influence in this particular situation that has tempted you to take a different route on something, I think that may be internally, because we have the Queen of Earth, and look at her. This is, forgive my French or my English, bad ass slouch. Okay, I'm just saying. I mean, look at her. She has got her shit down, okay? I don't normally cuss quite that much on these readings, but I'm telling you, whatever it is you went through and you were tempted by, you're like, You are like, nope, this is the way it's going to be, and this is how it's going to go. And I ain't messing around. and you know, like I said, I've had a few readings with these other 3 cards in it, but she came out and she said, that is going to be that way. You stepped into this situation, you saw, and temptation has read different ways on each one of these readings. Yours particularly was like a no. I am not tempted by that quote-unquote treasure, this false positive that just came out of nowhere. This is her calling it out. She's like, no, honey, I know the difference between real and fantasy, between make-believe and reality. She knows. Look at her. She is absolutely exquisite. And she's not putting up with no bullshit. This is one of those readings, my dear Sagittarius. Quite frankly, I am like, you go. You go, you. You know. I think you know better than most exactly what needs to happen in this circumstance for August for you. Is going to be one of those situations where you're going to walk into a situation and you're going to go, yeah, let me just... Because you're bringing power, you're bringing strength, you're bringing knowledge, and you're calming that beast. You're like, no, that ain't going to happen that way, and that's not the way we work. I've seen this battle, I've danced this dance, I've gone down this road, and sweetheart, as tempting as all that tomfoolery might be, it's not real, because I am a damn queen. Oh, okay, Sag. Thank you. Let's pull an angel card. This is my little angel card bowl my son made me many years ago. So whatever this energy is, Sagittarius, I quite frankly think that through this scenario, she is born birth. So whatever these people, this situation perceived you prior to this, they thought you were just the calm, cool, collected, calm one, and you are. Absolutely, you're going to take it back. But I think they're going to try and push you, and then they get to see the birth of this woman or man, this personality. And you're like, no. No, that's not the way it works. And you're going to show, excuse me, I'm dropping cards, the people involved in this situation an incredibly practical, intelligent, well thought out person. And you're not going to put up with tomfoolery. I think that this is going to be, and I see this as the beginning of August as being a slow progression of this circumstance situation for you. And towards the end of August is when you're going to be like in your power there. That's where it's going to like all kind of come to fruition. The birth of this new part of you is going to come out in full force. It's not, like I said, it's not going to happen, you know, I really don't see that being the case. I think by the end of August, and, you know, if you get through August, you reflect, in September on what occurs in your life in a particular circumstance or circumstances, quite frankly, it could be more than one, you're going to see, you're going to go, oh, I really did. I really did came into my power there. In that moment, I was owning it. Because this woman doesn't mess around, you know. She's a pentacle. She's incredibly practical. And as strong as you start, you're going to birth some more, how do I put this, a higher level of that, to a degree that maybe you didn't really even think about going into it. Didn't even occur to you because you're kind of, you know, doing what you do here. And something comes up and just sort of like tries to tempt you to be other than that, which is actually counterproductive to the situation, because you go, no. That's not the way it rolls. So good on you, Sag. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing, and have a fantastic August.